All right, let's get Spencer up here. Let's play some Spencer. Get your satchel.
Hello, Spencer Crittenden. How are you, sir?
Hey. Hey. Any new fun stories about being my assistant?
Okay, so one of the writers' rooms is like there's a long table there's a room for about like 5 or 6 seats on either side, and it's just full of clutter. And this one time, Dan was all like, Spencer, give me a 5-hour energy. And I was like, I already have one. And I pulled one out of my auxiliary pocket because that's where I keep it. And I was on the other side of this long table, and I slid it all the way down the table, and it got like right to him, and he caught it, and everyone was like, ooh.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, everything Spencer does, though, has that air of mystery to it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Spencer came in. I told him to go get me a sweatshirt out of my car, and then he came in at one point where... Because it's season 5, so everyone's very quiet. A bunch of very smart, funny writers in there. But, like... And I don't think I'd have it any other way, I guess. Like, we hired a bunch of people who are, like, very enamored with Community. We got a bunch of geniuses in there who wrote brilliant scripts, but the upshot is it feels like teaching a Harvard law class, like that writer's room. It's just like a bunch of young, smart, funny people just sitting there. They don't physically raise their hands before they speak, but none of them speak over each other. They don't. Isn't there one of the writers here tonight? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is Alex here?
I think
Alex,
so.
Alex, are you here? Will you come up here for a second?
Yeah.
This could be at his peril. We don't know. I mean, yeah. Just grab a mic for a second. I heard you were here in the writers' room. Is Canon Films T-shirt?
What?
Canon Films? Oh no, it's OCP.
OCP.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. So what's it like working for me?
It's great.
All right. I mean, but it's quiet in that room, right?
Yeah, you described it well. The genius part was nice.
But it's that people aren't quiet because I'm a bad person, right?
No. Well, I can speak only for myself. I mean, I think we're all awkward people.
Because I'm amazing.
It involves you, but not in it more in the amazing way than in the
like you're going like, oh God, Dan's talking like about what should happen in this episode. Why would we ever want to say anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm on one half of a bit that's going on right now, and I don't understand.
I get a little insecure. Like I have blinders on. I go like, okay, well I hired everybody, and they're all very quiet, so I'm gonna make the conscious decision that everybody's being really quiet because I'm amazing. But then there's a little voice in the back of my head that goes, you're embarrassing yourself.
Well, I'm stuck in my own head, sort of the way you are in your head. So I know that if I say yes, then I'm going to feel like I'm kissing your ass because you're my boss.
Right. Everyone, the other writers are listening, and then they go, oh, Alex was on Harmontown.
Speaking for myself, I'm very excited about this job, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Right.
So if I'm going to like speak up, I want to. I care how it lands.
Right. Well, you're doing great, but let's just run down the other writers. So, what do you think? Ryan Ridley, like, right? Clearly only got hired because he's a friend of mine.
Ryan took a lot of abuse the first week or so.
All right. No, okay. Thank you. I don't know what you could possibly do. If there's anything you want to plug, Alex Rubin's Rubintown.
Yeah. Community season 5 starting.
Community season 5. See you at Comic-Con. All right, Alex Rubin's. See what I'm going through?
Did you see his pants, his shorts? Those were awesome. I want those shorts. No, what? I like Alex. I think he's a great writer.
He seems like a good guy. Of course he's a great writer. I read his script.
What are you going through?
Going through being in a room with 14 people whose scripts I've read, they're all great writers, and they're just like, I'm kind of going like, okay, so if Troy is allergic to cheese, then what if Abed said this? And that's kind of like very quiet.
Yeah, I wanna talk a lot, but that's not my job, obviously. But I feel like, Jesus Christ, these are silences these are pregnant pauses. Like it's
not just me.
No,
noticing
it gets awkward. Like I think one time I clocked in about 3 minutes of silence. One time.
But in your opinion, okay, as a 12-year-old, however old you are,
okay,
it's not.
Should I regress for this question?
It's not because I'm untalented, right? It's because I'm super talented, right?
I don't know what it is.
Lie to me. It's because I intimidate everyone.
We love you, Dan.
It's because, just your intellect is very tangible. And they feel it.
Spencer, if I play the music, will you give us your internal monologue during one of the community writing silences?
Nobody's talking. Still nobody's talking. My mind reels with possibilities of things that could be said. Good ideas, bad ideas, they all bubble up, but why isn't anybody fucking talking?
That's how you write a TV show?
I think it's because they all have 200 IQs. I think they're all Onion, Harvard.
Yeah, well, it's like he was saying. It's like you're all up in your head, and you're like, these guys are staring at me like I'm brilliant or an asshole. And there he's in his head, and he's like, man, this guy's looking at me like I'm either about to say something genius or a big asshole. And like all the other writers are like, oh man, he just said something good. I look like an asshole. And that's probably what everyone's thinking about this whole time, just assholes.
That's true. But in the meantime, 13 episodes of the greatest television show in history hang in the lurch.
Yeah.
They're just hanging there.
Tell them that.
So the heroes are going to rise and fall. Like, well, this is the fucking, I'll do it myself.
Punch a wall.
Sure, be like, you think I should get hardcore?
2.5 minutes into one of these 3-minute silences,
just go crazy? Just go, wow, what am I doing here?
Exactly.
But then they'll be like, what do you mean? You hired me. And I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should get Anatoly to come in and direct how to run a writer's room.
You guys should dress different.
That's what we're teaching Russia, by the way. And I'm not surprised they're getting that message. It's empty stylistic masturbation. It's like, come on. You like Breaking Bad, though, right, Anatoly?
Actually, I didn't see it.
All right. Well, they dress very well in that show. Oh boy. The whole planet's just gonna just collapse like a balloon. Culturally. We did it. America won. This is our punishment. We never knew what we were doing. Only thing we ever did was go, America's great. And now that's the culture? It's just like, duh. No, it's done. Those are the only good shows are about people shooting up and dying. Like we're celebrating our death.
But your show doesn't really fit into that, does it? I mean,
no, it doesn't, Jeff.
I mean that sincerely.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're intentionally not playing ball with that paradigm.
That's correct, and it's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Right, Alex? Yes. Okay.
All right, Dan, I'm going to play the Spencer music, but you're going to do Dungeon Master voice when you're helming the writer's room.
Last season wasn't very good. But you found out you're not allowed to say that anymore. Seizing the power of the high road, you took it all the way to having permission to do whatever you want. But what will you do? Having had the right to do Muppets and animation removed from you creatively, you sought to figure out how you could possibly deliver a quality show under a historically low budget, while an insidious, evil studio looms above you, hating everything you do, demanding that you pitch it to them, but not having a right to say no to anything. Meanwhile, in the bowels underneath you, 16-year-old girls wait patiently with their Tumblr blogs. You can either let them down or let them down. In any case, your show will possibly air, if it ever does air, in the worst time slot, on the worst network, and the worst time for television in television history. Parks and Rec may be your lead-in. I tried to time it right.